Good evening. Tonight we're really excited because we are going on a night out in Tokyo, and we're going to go to a handful of izakayas in the Ameyoko neighborhood, which is near Ueno Station. If that doesn't mean anything to you, it also doesn't mean anything to me. The purpose of this video is to find out. And our first stop is a place called Yakitori Bunraku, which is just like your quintessential Japanese izakaya as far as what my perception of them are. It's like very picturesque. We're on the street. We've got the best spot in the house, right on the corner, and we've ordered some meats on sticks.
Cheers! Our meat plates just got dumped onto our table, literally. Up first, chicken hearts. Delicious. Not overcooked, still nice and tender. Great, smoky flavor to them. Very good. Also got the chicken meatball. Not bad. Sort of got a bit of a weird breading to it, but it's I prefer the chicken hearts.
We just got delivered 2 more plates because I thought I was picking sauce for the ones I ordered, but it turns out I was picking other dishes. But it's like not really a problem because I think every plate is like 300 yen. 300, it's like $2 to $3 per plate. So it's like an easy way to snack and drink.
Hey, Dorabo Saito. Kanpai.
Ireland.
I
think he's trying to show me where he's from. We're in the middle of the ocean.
Sweden, Norway,
Yeah?
Poland,
Yeah?
Australia, Ukraine, Romania, Asia.
Now we're in Europe.
This is everywhere he's traveled, maybe?
That's where you've traveled?
Chabo?
Travel.
Chabo.
Can somebody in the comments translate what's happening, please? Thanks.
Canada.
Oh, me?
No.
America.
America.
Tennessee.
You know Jack Daniels?
Tennessee.
Jack Daniels? Whiskey.
Jack Daniel. Yeah. Oishi.
Okay, stop 1, big success. Very friendly businessmen. It's only, we should say, it's like 6:30, even though it's really dark. It feels a lot later, but I think because this is near a train station, it's evidently popular with people after work, on their way home maybe. And that lovely group of men were very friendly, and I love that one of them wanted to ask where I was from, but his method of doing so was opening Google Earth, in Japanese of course, and like basically just cycling through every country that had white people. Turns out we all speak the universal language of whiskey. So really fun stop. Okay, one other thing I wanted to mention is that they offered to buy each of us a beer, but it's like not even 7 o'clock. We're trying to like go to a few places and walk and go very leisurely, but I'm very impressed with my ability to decline a free beer. I think that shows a real level of maturity that I didn't used to possess.
I was gonna say that is not usual for us to turn down a beer on the house, but I want a beer on the house.
But the other thing I wanted to say is that so we had 4 different plates of yakitori, each for 2 pieces, and 3 beers. Pete had 2. And it was under $20. It was like $18.90 or something with the exchange rate. So Japan is way more affordable than I thought it was.
Stop number 1. Let's go to stop number 2.
Okay, our second stop is this like really cool little tempura standing room only bar thing. There's like an elaborate dice game deal that we didn't do. We got a little bit overwhelmed. It's so atmospheric, and it's like totally the kind of thing you absolutely cannot do with these.
I don't know what the name of a chef is that cooks tempura, but the guy over here must have like hands of I don't know the right way to describe it, but they're like soaked in like the oil, like the hot fat, and I'm like, they just must have such thick skin. It's really incredible to watch.
Thank you. I've just been taught how to add salt, which you know is my favorite thing, so the fact that I almost missed that, these guys are super nice.
But it's like miso.
Wasabi?
Oh, wasabi?
I don't know. What? Matcha. Matcha salt. Matcha salt.
Arigato.
In here and then in here? Here, here? And now here.
No.
Oh, separate.
Oh, separate.
Oishi. And it's hot and crisp, which is unlike the last tempura place we ate at. Stop number 2, also a big success. I've since learned what the dice game is. Basically, you have to pay up front at that place, and you couldn't pay up front 1,200 yen, which is like $8, and get 4 dice, and then there's like a menu full of like things but by their dice cost. But basically you could get like a plate of tempura, including a shrimp, and 2 beers for $8, or any other number of combinations of shochu or whiskey or whatever. But everybody in that place was doing it. We didn't do it because we got overwhelmed and we didn't really want 2 drinks there. But really cool.
And I feel like we haven't interacted with a huge amount of Japanese people, like sort of small chit chat, but on this night out we're actually starting to meet some people, which is really fun. So I mean, it's always difficult with Hayes to come to bars, and you know, when everyone's had a little bit to drink, they're always a little bit more chatty, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be interacting with people.
Success. And I don't mean to say that anybody's been unfriendly here, because that's not true, but like, we're having, Pete already said this, but we're having interactions at every bar because they're all tiny and you're squished in and people are drinking, and we haven't had that on the rest of our trip, and it's just really lovely. And at that bar we met this couple that was like speaking broken English and asking us questions.
Game. Okay. Who wears it better?
Yeah.
Who wears it better?
Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, are you married?" And we said, "Yes, we're married." We showed them a picture of Hayes, blah blah blah, and we were like, "Are you married?" And she was like, "No, two something." And we were like, "Oh, two years." And she was like, "No." And we were like, 2 months. And she was like, "No, this is our second date. It was the second time meeting." And they looked so natural. I really hope they last.
I'm gonna call it out.
They're gonna get married.
I think they're gonna get married within 6 months.
Oh.
They
looked so cute together.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was an awesome stop. Love it. Is that Pete referenced in our last vlog, or maybe the next vlog, I don't know what order these are in, that we bought a microphone today, and it's got this like massive dead cat on it. And I was like, why are you telling people that? Nobody cares.
It's a beaver. This one's a beaver.
I swear to God, he's calling it a beaver because it's bigger. But I swear to God, the fact that now we have like a real vlogging camera with this like massive mic on it, it's like making people talk to us more, because they're like, oh, you pulled out that big camera. So she was like, you making a movie? And I was like, no, I'm making a YouTube video. But it's me. We love anything that makes people interact with us. Low battery. Professional vlogger right here. So you may be wondering actually, where is Hayes? Great question. He is back at the hotel with a babysitter. So your next question might be, how'd you find a babysitter in Tokyo? And if you've been watching our videos a while, you might have seen that we've done a few of these night out type videos in locations around the world. And every time we post one, the comment section is flooded. I get DMs on Instagram. How do you find babysitters while traveling all over the world? And usually I have to respond that I found an expat group or asked a friend of a friend and found somebody that way, which is not ideal. Not this time. This time we were lucky enough to find Carefinder. Carefinder is a website and an app that allows you to post a babysitting job that their network of babysitters, all carefully screened by Carefinder, can apply to. They've got babysitters from 60 countries who speak dozens of languages, and they all have profiles on the website so you can kind of get to know them before you hire them. It has been so nice to find a way to hire some childcare that puts us at ease and allows us to have a few child-free hours away from Hayes in a way that makes us comfortable. I just wish they would expand to some other countries. So in case you're headed to Japan with kids of your own who you love but would love to escape for a few hours, I've put the information for Carefinder in the description box below. We found them on our own. We used them in Kyoto. We love them. We're using them again in Tokyo, and I really recommend them. So thank you, Carefinder, and now I believe it's time for our 4th izakaya.
What's the tune? Christmas tune?
Chestnuts roasting.
Only in Japan could you find a beautiful temple here. Beautiful bamboo and these flags. But then you also have piped in Christmas music coming over the airwaves.
November 2nd.
Yeah, on November 2nd.
Alright, the next one on the list is on the 3rd floor of this building and is a canned food bar.
Cool.
So our 4th stop is this bar called Mr. Kanso. It's on the 3rd floor of this random building. I read about it somewhere, couldn't tell you where. And it's like a whiskey bar, mostly whiskey, scotch, but also like a bunch of canned foods, not just fish, like canned chicken and meat and whatever, and you can go select your own can to enjoy with your drink, which is something that we're not gonna partake in tonight. Sorry. But the owner, the guy working in the bar, is super friendly, and it's a really cool little vibe in here. Is smoking, in case you're, for whatever reason, following the system bars, and that's something that bothers you.
Nice.
YouTuber? What? YouTuber? Yeah, America.
Okay, nice.
Tennessee.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice night.
Anyway, we just finished out at the Mr. Kanso bar here, and I also read about this one right here. Don't know what it's called. I'll put that somewhere. We're gonna check it out. It's 9 o'clock, so a few things are starting to like wind down, but there's still plenty going on.
After all that build up, let's see if we can let in. Closes at what time? Denied. See, I knew, you know. That's why I called it early.
You guys should go here. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Where in the world can you be sat under a railway line in a crazy little alleyway eating like raw yellowtail? Japan, Tokyo is where you can find it. And it's so good. So we're walking by this place. We were looking for somewhere, and then the spot looked really nice. Loved the sitting on crates sort of vibe. And then the group next to us were eating this yellowtail, and we were like, alright, this looks good. They look cool. That's why we're here. Cheers.
We need a break from drinking, and we saw a Korikura sign, and last time we did it was with Hayes in Osaka, and it was like too intense, and I'm very excited to do it again. That filter! I don't want it! Who are these guys? Who are they? Who are these people? Okay, I don't know who this boy band is, but they told us to move to the decoration room to the right. Oh, I have a bone to pick with these Korikuras. I was here in 2004. I've mentioned this an obnoxious number of times in these vlogs. I spent a summer in Osaka as an exchange student, and I love Korikura. because you could like doodle all over it, and there were stickers, and now they're like both more high-tech but also terrible. And there's all these filters that nobody asked for, and you can't just doodle on it. Or maybe you can, but then it like wants to charge you more to send them to your phone. I don't know. This is like the second time that I've been disappointed.
Looks nothing like us. Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Alright, let's go win a toy car.
Exchange rate is such that all of these are less than $1. Oh, two!
This one's like real rigged.
When are you gonna take him?
2 diamonds.
We're in our last izakaya. I lost count. This one didn't look particularly cool. It's 10:30. A lot of them close at 10, maybe earlier. But I was still hungry, and now maybe like hungry from drinking all night. So this is our last stop before we go home.
It's been a fun night.
Have I talked yet about how much I love a highball? I have, right? One of these vlogs. I feel like I'm drinking LaCroix whiskey. It's like whiskey. It's like soda water with a splash of whiskey. It's great.
How much I love Japanese bar pasta in I don't even know what kind of sauce it is. It's like very well done pasta. Like well done. Like 3 days ago, well done.
As always, this vlog deteriorated the more we drank. It's almost 11:30 and we are headed back home to relieve our babysitter. Highly recommend the Ameyoko neighborhood near Ueno Station. It's not an area I read tons about. You'll see it come up in like street food lists. Maybe I'm just in the dark. But I think it absolutely should be on like things to do in Tokyo. It has been incredible. This is almost 11:30 on a Wednesday night and it is hopping. We had a great time. We're really appreciative, and a huge thank you to Carefinder for sponsoring this video.
And keeping Hayes safe.
And keeping Hayes safe. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.